My name is Anna Peterson, and I am reporting today on drug crimes in Arizona. That's my assigned state. The problem is in 2021, opiate-related overdose reached its highest reports, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Related to this was the low street cost of fentanyl pills, which used to be $20 per pill and now has decreased to $5 to $10 a pill. And there are large amounts of fentanyl being readily available. Fentanyl is the cause of 57% of Arizona's overdoses, and prescription opiates are 36% of the causes of the overdoses. Fentanyl, according to the National Center of Drug Abuse Statistics, is the world's most lethal opiate. The U.S. Department of Justice says that it's 80 to 100% more powerful than morphine and 50% more powerful than heroin. Law enforcement agencies have seen an all-time high of this illegal drug and they have received over 5,500 pounds of illegal drugs that they got. And this didn't include marijuana. And it also has contributed to the increase in violent crimes, which has gone up in Arizona 22% from 2014. Phoenix, Arizona is rated the most dangerous city in the whole state. And along with the increase in drug smuggling, there is also an increase in abuse. Federal borders have failed to complete their physical barriers along the U.S.-Mexican borders, and there is a lot of problems with mail ordering drugs in. According to Drug Society and Criminal Justice, Chapter 4 that we are reading, there's a connection between drugs and violence in 3 different categories: pharmacological violence, the taking of drugs, which leads to an increase in violent behavior; economically compulsive violence, which is the need to have money in order to buy drugs, which motivates violence to get the money; and then systemic violence, which is rivalry between drug dealers, violent acts to control, getting rid of people who are willing to report to the police, penalizing the sale of adulterated drugs, and penalizing for defrauding the drug dealer. So what is being done about all this? Although the federal government is in Arizona, although the federal government is responsible for preventing smuggling from foreign countries along the U.S. borders, because of the budget decrease, a lot of the fentanyl flowing across the border is being left to the Arizona state and their local law enforcement agencies to deal with this. So they are dedicating their resources to security and then enforcement along the Arizona borders, which they're allocating about $560 million in border security. And statistics from Common Sense Institute Arizona reports that in 2022, substance misuse in household has ranked at 19 out of the states, with the lower class usage being at 6.8 and the upper class usage being at 10.6%. Non-medical drug use in the past year rates 42 out of the U.S. states, and with it being 15.1% in the lower class and 21.3% in the upper class. Illicit drug use for lower class is at 5.4% and upper class is at 9.5%. Illicit opiate use is at 1.5 in the lower class and 1.8 in the upper class. Non-medical prescription drugs rank 17 in all of the states, with 4.9 of that being in the lower class usage and 8.1% in the upper class. Non-medical opiates for lower class is at 7.2% and upper class division is at 11.6%. Cannabis ranks higher than most of it. They are at 45 out of all the states, and their usage is a high of 27.1 and in the lower class and 35.5 in the upper class. Non-medical drug use is the highest among whites at 17% in the lower class and 25.1 in the upper class. Non-medical drug use is also highest among males, which is 14.6% in the lower class and 24.2% in the upper class. It's kind of interesting to me to see that the upper class on most of these levels are at higher use, and I wonder if that is because just having the money available to them. But that kind of was one of my questions I thought I might have to look into a little bit more. I want to thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something. I sure did.